Okay, we are live. We are live in Facebook and YouTube, and just 1 second here, we'll be live on Instagram as well. There we go. Now we're all set. Hey, welcome.
Hey,
So I'm super excited to bring on my channels like Eric and Lisa with Erlise. Welcome to our live.
Love it.
thank you for having us.
Totally.
Happy to be here.
So you guys, we had met just 3 weeks ago, and and I was super excited to connect with you guys. And this is the reason we even kind of thought about this was, I work with people to help them create a fat burning, energetic, healthy body. And when I met you guys, you're like, hey, we're personal stylists. And so one of the big issues that I run into is, here's a few pieces of this, but so many people are truly not knowing how to truly be in a healthy body, and they're gaining weight, and they have all these amazing clothes, especially women. Okay, they have these amazing clothes sitting in their closet, and it's like this little hidden secret. They're like, they can't wear the things they love, right? So when I see people losing 10, 20, 30 pounds in 40 days, that's their enthusiasm comes back to go back and wear the things they love. Now, I got to admit, I'm not a really stylish person. I don't think. Maybe you guys disagree, but I'm not that stylish. My brain doesn't think like that. So I've had to actually understand and learn how clothes truly bring us confidence to us. And just like our bodies is a reflection of us inside, I think probably how we dress is a bit of a reflection of how we are as well. So I just want to just introduce you guys, and what is it you guys do and how do you guys help people? Just curious to start like that.
Thank you. Wow, that's awesome. You wanna start?
Yeah, I mean, you're right in what you say is that your clothing is an outside reflection of your confidence and who you are as a person. And when somebody has in your program has gone and reset their hormones and they feel good in their body again, they feel more confident to be able to wear the clothing that makes them feel confident. I mean, it's just all going to help their lives be better. So we love that we got to connect with you and we could potentially help collaborate, because there's no school that people go to that say this is what you need for your body, for your life, in order to wear these clothes that are going to help you look and feel amazing. So we come alongside people to help them find their personal style, find pieces that reflect who they are, so that they feel confident moving about their day in whatever capacity that is.
And I would imagine that when they go through this fast forwarding and they get to this new level of confidence in their new body, and like, wow, what I just did, and they're going back to the clothes that they once wore, they might find a lot of the clothes don't reflect where they're at now. So that's something that we can help people. Like, they might go to and like, I don't really feel as elevated in this outfit or these clothes anymore. Now what do I do? So that's where we come and partner along, and we actually help people in their closet. We'll meet you in your closet and we'll go through it with you, create a master strategy plan for you for a bespoke shopping day that we curate for you, and help realign that wardrobe with that newfound inner confidence, which just elevates everything more and gives us a new sense of empowerment that aligns with the empowerment that you're helping people to achieve.
Very cool. Very cool. I think, just kind of just looking at myself, did you guys notice, like, through COVID that there was more like athletic wear and less styling wear? Did that happen? Did you notice that?
100%.
Absolutely. Athleisure exploded, right? I mean, leggings, and mostly leggings for women in particular. A lot of people are still dressing from the waist up.
I'm wearing leggings right now.
They look
Yeah,
I'm
phenomenal.
just kidding.
I am.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing joggers. I mean, I think what's happened is that it's post-COVID, people now are like, I'm not going to wear something that's uncomfortable. And
Right.
we fully believe you should always be comfortable in your clothes. You should never wear clothing that's not comfortable. But I think because of COVID, people are now a lot more, especially women that I know, they're not wearing in general stilettos or pieces that are not comfortable. So if anything was a benefit of COVID, I would say that that has been a huge shift that we've seen, is that people just really want to be comfortable. And I fully believe you should be comfortable in your clothes regardless.
Yeah, and it's just gone too casual. Right? That's what we found in people's closets and helping them bridge that gap from super casual to super dressed up, and what's in between, and how do we create that, we like to say casual sophistication or simple elegance. Where's that in between? And that's one of our superpowers, to help people find that for them, for that individual. And there just has to be a sweet spot, because too casual is just too casual, and people want to feel elevated. And now we're getting back out into the world, and we have been, and but people don't want to go back to the suit and the dress and the stuffiness. That they want to feel elevated and look amazing and feel amazing. About their appearance.
Right. I was just at I spent 17 years as running a healthcare center, and I chose to wear nice, like really dressed clothes. And so once I sold that business, I was like, I'm never going back again. I was like done with it. This is like just done with it. And so, I just went to, my daughter's 6, and went to a father-daughter dance. And it was funny because I was like, oh, I can dress up, because I haven't dressed up for at least 10 years. At least 10 years. I was like done with that, right? So my daughter helped me, I said, did you like this? She picked the outfit. It was really a nice outfit. And I was there talking to one of them. Yeah. I thought it was nice for me. But in my standards, right? But I was there talking to one of the dads, and he's a lawyer. And and he just brought it up, and he was like, I said something, I don't know if I said, hey, I like what you're wearing or whatever it was. And he was like, you know what? I wear a suit every day. I just cannot wear another suit to a dance. And it's funny because everything's relative, like comparing, right? I'm like, I actually get to dress up. He's like, oh my God, I just don't want to wear another suit. So there's a lot of psychology, but that's kind of what you're talking about, is for people, getting dressed up means work. I don't think I have a concept truly of what does it mean to get dressed up to go out to eat. That's a different style, I would imagine.
Absolutely. And that's where we help. We've definitely found that there's a gap between work, like like your attorney friend, he doesn't need any more work clothes, but what can he wear, or what can you wear that you're going to go out to this daddy-daughter dance and still look elevated, but not necessarily in a stuffy suit. Right?
Yeah. And whether you're doing that, you're going out on a date with your significant other, or somebody new, or an event, or a job, or whatever it is you're dressed up for. We always encourage people, dress for yourself. How do you want to feel about it? And then you exude that energy and that confidence out to the people that you meet, and they light up when they see you. One of the questions we like to ask people is, what 3 words do you want people to know about you just by looking at you? And sometimes that can gauge the outfit for the day or the event.
Absolutely. And it can help somebody just assess even with their shopping, like, okay, does this align with my 3 words? Take those words with you when you're shopping, and you're like, okay, this aligns with how I want others to feel when they see me, and how I want to feel about myself. So
that's really important to us, is how people feel. It's not what the latest trends are. It's not what your best colors are. I mean, those are important, the colors, but it's like, how do you want to feel? How does it feel? That's.
And with your clients that are coming through this phase of weight loss, what we found as well is that sometimes you just need a guide on the side to help them go, you know what? You need clothes that fit your body as you are now, not the body that you had. And sometimes it takes a while for somebody to go, okay, I'm not this size anymore. I'm now this size. And shifting from that size, an actual size or 2 or however many, to go, okay, wait, this is the size I need to wear. And I don't need things that are too big or flowy, that's not masking anything. I want pieces that are going to fit my body. And that actually holds true no matter what size you are.
And most of the time, they don't believe it until they see it, right? They see it on, and they feel it. They see themselves in the mirror, and oh, okay, yeah, wow, my clothes were too big, or my clothes didn't fit right, or the silhouette wasn't flowing perfectly for my body. And it's a huge mindset shift.
Mm-hmm.
That is big. My my mom just lost. She's down 50 pounds with the Fast 40 program and the coaching. And what was interesting, I noticed she's here staying with me right now just for the week. And I noticed this and was like, she's literally wearing the same clothes she did when she was 50 pounds heavier. And I
Mm,
just mentioned, I was like, Mom, do you know that she hadn't even thought about it. And it's very interesting to see, like, because truly the reason that I love to help people retransform their bodies, because, well, number one, fat is linked to the major leading cause of death and illness. Excess fat is killing us. And
mm,
what I want to, I'm going to bring up something a little maybe dicey and controversial, but in COVID, I saw something happening. I was never interested in weight loss, wasn't like a big thing that I was going to help people with, but I started seeing in my practice that I was helping people heal from cancers and diabetic conditions and sickle cell anemias and all kinds of stuff, but they're going to these weight loss clinics and making themselves worse.
mm.
And during COVID, I noticed, if you notice, like Target, Victoria's Secret, they started creating plus size models to put clothes on. And it was very interesting. I thought, that's interesting. And there was a message. There was a message to cut across: love your body. Well, that's a great message, right? Love your body. Well, I've got a new message. Stop loving your fat. It's killing you.
Mm.
And fat is not a body type. I spent years, I was a professional, I don't know if you guys know this, a professional face and body reader. And there are 5 shapes to each person, to these different personalities, 5 personalities and 5 dominant shapes. One of the shapes is round, but it's not because of excess fat. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's what I started noticing, was that people started almost settling and thinking that it was normal to feel heavy, and then start buying baggier clothes to fit that. And so it's kind of an interesting thing. I'm curious if you guys saw that trend of, you know what, let's just get bigger. Let's just let go of ourselves, let's get bigger and hide ourselves in clothes. Did you guys notice that trend?
I wouldn't say I noticed that as a trend, but I definitely hear what you're saying. I think we just need to, and what you're doing and what we believe is like, where is your body at its healthiest?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And we all have different body types.
mm-hmm.
And where is your body at its healthiest?
Yeah.
So I've always been a lean person. I take care of myself. We exercise, we eat really healthy because we feel better when we do. And when we
Yeah.
don't, we're like, oh my God, can you
Right.
believe we ate that cake? Whatever. Like our bodies don't like it because we trained it to be healthy. So I think instead it's more of, how does your body, round, triangle, rectangle, all the body shapes, where is your body when it's at its best?
And what
Yeah.
I love about that, the well, just say advertising trends and showing career sizes and different size people, is it's embracing all different body types. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
loved about that. I didn't necessarily notice that trend, but I hear what you're saying and I understand what you're saying. I love that it was embracing all different body types, and
Yeah.
that's a very positive cultural thing for
Mhm.
women in America, men in America.
Right.
But I also hear what
Mhm.
you're saying. There's a balance in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's where I'm really getting at, is the actual body shapes versus the difference between having excess fat, because there is an actually round shape. Some of our bodies have round in the hips or round in the shoulders, and that's literally the body shape of some people. That's great, right? And other people have more square shapes. There's slender shapes. So I can go through
Mm-hmm.
those, but it might be some fun at some point for us to go through those shapes and see how you guys would style each one of those shapes.
Oh yeah, I love doing that. It's fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because there's different things to help highlight. If somebody has a curvy shape, there's different skills, if you will, that they're like, okay, you want a jacket that's going to nip you in at the waist. It's going to give you waist. If you don't have a waist, wear a jacket that's going to cinch you in so that it gives you a weight. So lots of different tips and tricks, but ultimately, like you, we believe that if you're healthy and you're taking care of yourself, that's the best place to be. And we have all the tips and tricks to be able to help you look and to highlight your best features.
I want to come to Denver and work with your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Let's purge all those clothes that were a long time ago.
Totally. That would be awesome, because that's what I was just actually feeling into, was that when I watch a woman or man go from in 40 days, 20, 30 pounds lighter, it's interesting because I notice even people actually want to start dressing nicer. That's an interesting thing I hadn't really even thought about. When you have extra weight and that is, let's say, unhealthy, because there's a healthy amount of fat as a woman. You need healthy fat, of course, for hormone production. But when you have that healthy amount of fat, you almost don't want to dress as good. And I think there probably is so much psychology behind that. Even seeing myself, right? If I like have more fat in my body, I tend to truly, even myself, wear baggier shirt. But when you've got that leaner look, you're like, man, I can wear something that fits. I think you have more interest in wanting to dress better. And I think that's exactly what I'm probably seeing with my mom. Is it takes a little bit to go, wait a minute, can I actually wear nice clothes? Can I actually look good? I'm so used to wearing stuff. She's had that weight on for maybe 20 plus years, so there's a lot of mental shifts in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you go from wanting to hide to becoming more comfortable in your skin, which empowers you, inspires you to I really can wear that.
Right. And we believe everyone has the capability to look and feel amazing. Everyone has that capability, no matter really where they're at
every stage
and whatever size that you're at. You have that capacity to everyone to be able to feel like that.
Yeah.
Not everyone will give themselves permission. And that's one of the things that when we walk alongside you in this journey, we help. I mean, we're not thinking that we're giving you permission, but we've heard that feedback from our clients and thanking us for giving them permission, allowing them to give themselves permission. It's remarkable.
Yeah. What do you think that is that that stops us from giving ourselves permissions to actually to want to actually dress nice or figure out what kind of stuff makes us feel good and clothes wise?
I think it's fear. I think it's fear is probably the highest, the overhanging emotion, but it could just be the overwhelm of just not knowing what to do, the complexity of it, right? And so we help eliminate the complexity. I think it's fear of.
There's a lot of different factors that go into it.
Yeah.
There are thought errors that come up. Money, I don't deserve to spend money on myself. I'd rather spend it on my kids. Heard that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Body consciousness.
Yeah.
And
they may not see where they're at yet, right? Yeah. They might not, what we were talking about earlier, that the thoughts might still be misaligned with where they're actually at until they see it.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
And having permission or getting acknowledgement, right? Because again, it's not like we're taught this in school. So somebody has dropped 50 pounds. They don't have any idea of, you go shopping. It's so overwhelming. It can be, but we like to help simplify the process. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, but we totally understand where people get overwhelmed. Even just buying jeans. I've had people can you help me just buy some jeans? Because the whole denim world is there's all different styles of jeans, colors of jeans, shapes of jeans, what's in, what's not in, right? Yeah. All those things.
And the embarrassment, I think that people might feel a certain amount of embarrassment. Should I, can I, do I deserve it? And then the overwhelm of not knowing anything about it. And then to try to find somebody, a stylist at Nordstrom, or to find the right person that gets them. And we've heard people even have the confidence to walk through the doors of a store, and then to begin that. It's just the freeze, overwhelm, until somebody amazing like Lisa walks up to you and how can I help you? Right, which is really, really rare at any store, to find an amazing stylist to walk alongside you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people just need that permission and letting go, and what other people think is a huge another thought error that comes up. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
what are other people going to think? That's a really another thing that we help people overcome. Is like, well, what do you think? Most importantly, what do you think?
That's the fun thing about what we get to do. We're actually coaching people. There's a lot of coaching that goes along with what we do. It's not just showing you a pretty new shirt or dress or outfit. It's the coaching part of it.
Just like you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the I was just feeling to what you guys were saying. There's what I've noticed is that many of us we tend to compare our insides to someone else's outsides.
Yeah.
And what that really means is we don't know what someone else is feeling. You just don't know. So it's interesting because we'll look at ourselves and we'll feel, especially social media is a big one. So maybe someone feels like, man, my life, I just feel kind of down. My life isn't what I want it to be. If you go look at social media, it looks like everyone's having an amazing life.
Right.
But that's their outsides. You
Right.
don't know what their insides is. And so our brain is wired to compare for survival and to see how we're doing. So it's like those insides, inner emotions are always compared to outer appearances. And I think that's really linked. And that's what stops a lot of people from actually improving themselves. And it's so interesting. I have so many, I've watched close friends of mine who post things online, and and it looks like their life's amazing. And I just got off the phone with them, and they're literally in a deep depression.
Right.
And when I've seen them, I'm like, that's wow, that's so interesting. Okay. So that probably is like a little bit of, like you said, the comparison of what is someone going to think. And I got news. If you guys watching this, everyone is so involved in their own stuff that they are not looking at you and watching you. So everyone, we're all interested in our own self. That's truly the truth, right? We're all looking at ourselves. What do I look like, right? Before, I didn't tell you guys this, but it was a year and a half ago or so, I shaved my head. And I had this intuition to shave it, but I had it for 6 months. I was like, I'm not going to shave it. My identity with my looks was my hair. And when I finally shaved it, I had literally a spiritual awakening. I'm not kidding you. As I was shaving it, thousands of these moments where I was with people, I was flashing like people at dinner or lunch or whatever it was, and I was listening to them, but I was looking in my reflection in the window to see how my hair looked. And all these moments flashed by, and I realized, oh my gosh, I was so concerned with what I look like that I was not paying attention and present with people. Right. So it was such a huge moment to realize, oh my gosh, like now, and it's interesting, not that people should shave their head. It's just, that's what happened with me. But I'm more present. I'm not paying attention to me. I'm paying attention to like, hey, how are you? What is your energy like? What do you feel like? So
That's
anyway,
awesome. Yeah. That was your expression of releasing your ego.
Right. Exactly. Good way to put that. Good way to put that. And I literally had a voice that kept telling me, shave your head. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Shave your head. I'm like, it's not spiritual to shave your head. It had nothing to do with that. It was like literally letting go of the ego. So much attention on what I look like. It's distracting from my purpose here on this planet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's a really good recognition. And when you follow your intuition, that's why we love what we're doing. It's literally what I feel called to do, my purpose.
Yeah.
And our purposes align, and that we are here to help people overcome any of these thought errors and feel happy and content and confident in how they feel for themselves.
Yeah. But it's making me think that, some people might think, well, then why should I get all dressed up to show my personal style and if I'm all caught up in how I look, which I think is, well, I know it's why we talk about, well, how does it make you feel when you look great? And it doesn't have to be a bright yellow blazer. It could be whatever it is for you. When you look great and you feel great, then you can let that go. Then you just release that and you allow your life to unfold. You allow situations to unfold and to know that you're leaving a positive impact with other people. You're making them feel great about, not about your presence, but you're because of your presence, because you guys spent time together, everybody feels great about it. And a lot of that, well, all of that for yourself is how you feel about you.
Yeah.
And your personal style is a big part of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And in that example, I didn't know that I looked great. For some reason, I had to shave my head to realize I love how I look. That's what had to happen.
I love that.
Not recommend that as a health tip for everyone. That was just
I'm not shaving my
Everybody
head.
shave their head right now.
That's so funny. Well, it's been awesome. We're right about that time. I know we wanted to jump on it for about 20 minutes or so. Thanks for being on there. Anything else you guys want to say before we log off here?
No, thank you for having us on. We always like to offer everybody a free style strategy call. You can go to our website. It's airlease.com. And there's a thing on the menu that says free style strategy call. So that's free for everyone who wants to just have a call with us and chat about it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. So good to hang with you guys.
Same.
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right, that's awesome. And we'll see you guys soon. I'm going to close this out and say bye to everyone else.
All right.
All right.